we live?
Recording.
Hello.
Check.
Welcome, everyone. We are continuing the stream. We are continuing around the clock. This stream will continue indefinitely. We're not sure exactly how long. Really no end in sight. It's as long as Twitch has bandwidth, I guess, really is kind of like our end goal.
Yeah, I wonder if they still have bandwidth left after GDQ or whatever.
I heard this took more bandwidth.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we started our MLK week intro last night, and I heard it broke records. I heard it kind of, a lot of people wondering what it was, discussing. Because with GDQ, there's not a lot of discussion.
No.
They watch the game, they go, nice. You beat Ninja Gaiden 3, nice. That's really it. But with us, there's more of a dialogue, and so anyway, I hope they have more bandwidth to go. But with Twitch, I mean, they're competing with Amazon, or, they're part of Amazon, so they got to compete for the same pool of RAM. And so they're always going to give it to the shoppers, which is unfortunate.
Exactly.
Capitalism, it's just society. I remember walking into a crowded Target on Black Friday once. And a girl was walking out as we were walking in, and she went, "It's just society." And I always thought that. I think about that every Black Friday. What?
She had her Joker moment.
Yeah. It's just society. Anyway, we're going to talk about a lot of things, but main topic tonight, we want to talk about bagels.
Yeah. How do you pronounce it? Is it bagel?
Fresh bagels, bagel, whatever you call it. But I just wanted to get everyone's take. We're going to take calls.
Yeah.
And by the way, join our Discord. I don't know if anyone has the link. You can hop in and ask a question. You don't have to have a call about bagels, but it's a place to start.
We can't show you on the screen or anything, but your audio will come in like crisp.
Yeah. Derek went to a bakery or something, or a Jewish deli or something like that, and they were closed. They were like, we actually can't serve you, and they felt bad, so they just gave him free bags of bagels. So we have our office is full of bagels, and ironically, I'm like manhandling that one too much. Ironically enough, Paul McCartney on the official Beatles account posted a video of him talking about the way he likes to eat bagels. And this was genius. I don't know if you watched this video.
No.
But Paul McCartney gave a secret method for eating bagels. Cut them in half and make a sandwich. And he says, now you're probably worried about the hole and the ingredients falling through it. Well, that's why you got to have the lettuce blocking both sides so nothing falls through.
Oh, my God.
Genius move. Genius move. So.
Did you see his Instagram videos from New Year's?
When he was doing filters? Like face filters?
Yeah.
Our face filters. Yeah, I did see some of those, yeah.
That, I was like, damn. It's crazy how, like, he's been around so long that now there's, like, Instagram face filters, and he's using them. It was kind of like.
He got to see and be part of Beatlemania.
Yeah.
And live all the way to Instagram filters. Anyway, I thought that was great.
Yeah, I screen capped it because I needed to have that forever.
Well, anyway, top way, if you're going to eat a bagel, you have any ingredient, any tool in front of you, how do you eat a bagel? How are you going to do it?
Okay, this is my perfect bagel. One, everything bagel. It has to be an everything bagel.
Is that what these are?
I think they are.
They look like it to me.
Either poppy. Yeah, they're everything.
Okay.
Everything open face with cream cheese, lox, and capers and onions. That is like the ultimate comfort food for me.
Ooh, you know what? I got to say it. Completely agree. 100% agree. And I see some people in the chat, bagels aren't that great. Bagels suck. I felt the same way. And then I don't remember where we were. Boston, maybe? East Coast. I'm handing it to the East Coast on the bagel front. And the only place open had hot bagels with all those things. And I was like, fine, yeah, give me that.
It's
whatever.
Awesome.
Like I was hoping to get a breakfast sandwich or a this or a that. That's all you got? Fine. And it was sexual. It was a religious experience. And then that was years and years ago. And then this last time when we were on tour, I went and got I went to do the Hack the Movies podcast over
in Philly. You got some bagels?
Over at Screenwave.
Yeah.
And Justin over there he's like, yeah, let's, we'll get breakfast before we record this, and took us to a Philly. Just a bagel shop in Philly, and it was exactly that in sandwich form.
Fuck.
And it was like, my God, this is like the best thing I've ever.
They're
eaten.
like, it's like, I don't know what it is on the East Coast. They're like crispier. It's hard to explain this.
And I said that to him too, and he's like, yeah, I go to the West Coast a lot. We have you beat on this.
Oh yeah.
I was like, 100%. He said, I think and this is what he was saying. He's like, I think a lot of food starts out here and it's in its strongest form here before it reaches the West Coast where it's kind of in a weaker form. Do you agree? And I said, I think that on a lot of foods. I don't think that on like burritos, we got everyone beat.
Yeah, 100%.
Things that are like,
I would say donuts too. Like, I feel like
really donuts. LA's got some banging donuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We still own a few foods, but if we're talking the real, like, we're talking pizza, we're talking bagel, we're talking, there's just stuff that has an East Coast vibe, and you're not replicating that out here.
Something I took for granted was Chinese food.
Oh, really?
I mean, when we were in San Francisco,
East Coast.
I mean,
no, there's great. Well, go ahead.
Yeah, like just in San Diego in general, but like in the East Coast, it's like we're either eating Italian food or Chinese food for takeout.
Yeah.
And I just feel like there's not a lot of places here. But then we went into San Francisco, and that was like the best Chinese food I ever had.
Yeah. I will say maybe that's a San Diego thing.
Yeah.
I think LA, San Francisco, I've had the best all forms of Asian food.
Yeah.
Just absolutely mind-blowing. So maybe San Diego is like a little lacking in that department.
Going on tour, I kind of opened my eyes to all the different types of pizzas. Like I was always like, oh yeah, East Coast. But then like Detroit fucking blew my mind.
Detroit, that was my favorite. Period.
And then when I tweet about it, people were like, show me images of like, was it the chat will know, like New Haven pizza? Oh, that shit looks fucking insane. I want to try that. Really? Yeah, it looks fucking awesome.
Wow.
But I as I get older, I'm more inclined. Oh, sorry, the fucking stream's on the other room. It was bugging me out.
I was thinking
I'm gonna go turn it off.
Yeah. I was like hearing myself like, what the fuck? Now Ryan in the chat is saying San Diego has the best BBQ I've ever had. Phil's is better than anything he had in Texas. I'm not gonna agree with that. I do think Phil's is up there with the best in a lot of categories. And I have had Texas barbecue where I've eaten it and I thought, I like Phil's version of this better. Damn. So I see what you're saying when it comes to baby back ribs, whatever. But like there's so many places in Texas that have amazing brisket and Phil's doesn't have that.
Brisket is my go-to with barbecue.
Yeah. And Phil's doesn't have it.
No.
They have, some, they have beef ribs, they have whatever. And it's really good, but I'm looking when I'm in Texas, where's the brisket? But I will say, I gotta agree with Turbo Hog in the chat. Still the best barbecue I've ever had is Kansas City.
Okay.
Kansas City, that is my kind of barbecue. A lot of sweet. It's all about the sweet stuff.
Okay.
And there were beans I had, with I remember Lotax took us to get beans. Rest in peace, Lotax. And they were sweet, delicious beans that I'm not a bean person.
Me either.
And they were the sweetest, most candy-like beans. And I think maybe they did have bacon in them. And I still dream about them. I think about that all the time. Anyway.
I've never eaten beans in my life where I've been like, these are some good beans. I'm always like, oh, I got beans, I guess. I'll eat these.
Yeah, I really haven't except for those. Like those, I think about those beans all the time. What was I going to say? Anyway. So we're getting back to bagels. So yeah, I had the bagel that way. And it was really, man, it was, that was life-changing having that. Because I was always like, just have a donut. Like if you're going to have a big bready thing like that, just have a donut. Yeah. And because I just felt like that was the better breakfast item. But my life was forever changed after I heated that up.
I still have been trying to figure out what the fuck this thing is. It's like a coaster, and on the top it says BB.
Yeah, I don't understand what that is.
But then it's the Matrix, and then it says Wachowski 5%. I can't even show it, but if you guys can see it. It says BB Wachowski 5%.
That must have been in a package that we had last night, but I don't know what. No one knew what it came from. By the way, speaking of East Coast versus West Coast food, we are enjoying a Zoa energy drink. If The Rock wants to sponsor this stream, please do that.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah, it is about drive and power, whatever you just said. But you're not going to see us crash during the stream because this has natural caffeine. Natural caffeine, no crash. I don't know if that's true. That's just what they keep saying.
I was telling the chat the other day. This says it helps with immunity. So
yeah,
fuck the vaccine. I'm just drinking Zoa now.
Yeah, I had the vaccine removed.
Yeah,
personally, I went and got. It's not really. Well, I'm not going to talk about it because it's not PC.
Yeah,
but I went through the process, magnets and stuff. I'm not even going to get into it. A lot of magnets, a lot of like sucking. But I got it out, and now I'm all in on Zoa. It's got electrolytes, need those antioxidants. Not sure what that does, but good. And then Camu, which that's from Avatar. I don't know what it is, but it is. And then immunity, dude. We're set.
It's got aminos. That's a good song, Amino Man. Check it out.
Yeah, Amino Man. Yeah,
it's a pretty good song.
It only occurred to me years after hearing that album that was meant to sound like an Offspring song.
Oh, I didn't realize that either. It sounds exactly like that.
Totally Dexter Holland. Yeah, it's Amino Man. Yeah, with a bottle tip.
That's crazy. I never even put that together.
Yeah, it's meant to be a take on that. Just like a more direct one is I Fell Asleep on My Arm. By the Alphabets, but that's meant to be like Korn, like
Okay.
I fell asleep on my arm.
I love that song.
It's almost like, are you ready? I got a little sidetracked there when I brought up low tax. I want to apologize. I realized none of us ever talked about that.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to talk about that or if you're like, please don't.
I mean, I don't really know much about this person, so I'm down to hear.
I was just gonna say because I almost recorded a video talking about it because I was just like, I don't have any idea. I had so many thoughts.
Yeah.
That I was like, I don't even know where to begin.
I remember when it happened.
And I just gave up. What's that?
I remember when it happened, and I could sense you were torn between how to feel.
Yeah. We were on tour.
Yeah.
And I did not handle it well. I thought I did. I thought I was. Because honestly, I hadn't talked to him in maybe a decade.
Yeah.
Truthfully, had been avoiding him. Didn't know really any of the truly, awful stuff people were talking about. I didn't really know about that. My interactions with him weren't good. So I hadn't talked to him in a million years. But so I thought oh man, that's insane. I can't believe that happened. But I didn't think it was gonna it was crazy and everything that I had read was a lot to take in. So I was just like, man, oh man. And I just thought well, take some time to process it, but you'll be fine. And as the day went on, I was we went shopping for stuff and I couldn't walk through the grocery store. I was I need to be by myself. And I realized it was really, and it's going to sound weird because I had a lot of people tell me you're not going to be sad for that asshole, are you? How could you? But I never knew that guy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying this is good or bad or whatever. But when I only knew him when I was young. Sorry to do this while you're on.
No.
Johnny. This is probably boring.
I'm enjoying it.
I only knew him while I was young. And like when Mega 64 first started, and I was a young impressionable guy, and that guy was like an icon to me because if not necessarily for even the content of Something Awful, but because he was the first person I'd heard of that's like, yo, that guy just made a website and that's his job now. Like he made his own thing and answers to no one. Like that's his job. And as when I was young, that was like, oh my God, how do I get this to happen? How do I do it was like I had to know what that guy's secret was. Yeah. And
back then, that was like a crazy concept. Like I only
never
knew,
had heard of that.
That him and like Tom Fulp, who made Newgrounds. Like those were like the two people. But anyway, sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Oh no. So, that was unbelievable to like that you could do that. And I was on the Something Awful website and stuff more and more, just like obsessed with like, man, this is unbelievable. Like, you know, that was the kind of the biggest website at the time, one of them. And I was just like, man, that's incredible. And then he was the one that like we ended up talking because he saw our videos and he this or that. And yeah, it was just like I didn't really know him as the person as much as like this force of like getting stuff done. I mean, he was the only, I can't stress this enough, like he sent us money. Like it was at a time that was really weird. And I remember my parents were like, who is this? Like who just sent you money? Like who, you just got a check for what? Like, what is that? He didn't really fund, you know, like somebody's asking if he funded version 1 or whatever. We pretty much did that ourselves. Just the production of it, but he funded like making a DVD and having like a Comic-Con booth. So that was really cool. But at the time it was just unheard of. And I talked to him on AIM every day for a lot of my, like I say youth, I wasn't a little kid, but I still was a teenager technically.
Yeah.
And that's the person I knew. And he had such an impact on me that it was inseparable to me from like the memory of starting Mega 64. There was me and my friends and all the memories we have. And with that was just every day I talked with Lotax. And a lot of people might not know this. I don't know if I've ever even talked about it, but like he became a family friend. Like we talked every day. And eventually he was going to move down to San Diego and like, it didn't happen, but he came with his family and, my parents were like, yo, we want to meet this guy. Who's sending you money? Who is this? And they met and really hit it off. And like, there are multiple times my fucking parents got dinner with him.
Yeah.
With Lotax. Like he would come down and like, he came down and was like asking about nearby neighborhoods. Like, is this a good place to live? Is this a good... Well, yeah, come and let's talk about it. I mean, there was one night, me and my whole family went to dinner with him at a scooter-themed restaurant because he thought it was really funny. Like that's what I saw. You know, that was it from my end. And the only reason that I had separated from him business-wise was just because he kind of didn't know what to do with it. It was like, yeah, I like Mega 64. Cool, now you're with me. But that was it. You know, it was like, okay. And so after a few years, it's just, all right, we're going to do our own thing. We don't need to, like, this doesn't need to be part of your thing, you know. But that was it. That was the only part of him I knew, is like him with me and my family and all that stuff. And all this other stuff that came out later was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And I think that was what hurt me so bad, like on the tour. What I wasn't prepared for is that, like, I still have that young boy inside me, kind of, you know what I mean? Good or bad, that's still in there. And that part of my imagination and the part of me that wanted to go far back then and didn't know how to do it, that's who he helped. That's who he reached out to. And I think, I always saw him get in his own way. That's all I saw him do. Not to talk shit on the dead or whatever.
Yeah.
But I only saw him like mess up his own chances.
Yeah. Some people just get in their own way.
Yeah. And I think with us, he saw something that was like
a second shot or like.
Yeah, maybe like he just saw us having fun and was like, I think that it was like maybe escapism or something.
Okay.
Like he couldn't figure out his own thing. So maybe let's see what they're doing.
Yeah.
How much fun would it be to reach out to them? And I really don't know. I'm not a psychologist by any means. So I think there was some kind of escape for him in seeing us do stuff and seeing us succeed. And I valued that. But again, I didn't know any of this bad stuff was happening, or like I said, that I heard about in recent years, that I never saw that. And so, yeah, that stuff is inexcusable and there are no words, but it was the other part of me that I hadn't been in touch with in a while. That part was like, oh my God, like your friend is gone. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no,
it was really difficult. It was really difficult.
He's like attached to like a formative year of your life. Like that's totally understandable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really difficult, and I hope I'm making sense and not rambling. I'm really sorry. I know I'm rambling, but I didn't know what to say, and I still kind of don't. He was a friend a long time ago, but again, not to take it here, but in the last decade, I really like he always pushed it. I'll get to the point. I have a point in bringing this up. Even though I never saw any of the bad stuff happen or this or that, I believed it once I finally heard it because of one aspect of the way he was that was really unfortunate, and that was he would never, ever, ever admit he was wrong. Like, I'm just being honest. There were things that we would work on that we really believed. I'm just talking comedy, like, hey, we think this is one of the best things we put out. This is one of the funniest things we put out. And he would tell us, like, you cut this out or no one's going to watch your stuff again. Like, no, like, this is so bad, it will sink you.
Yeah.
And we would go, what? And we would put it out. And he would never go like, well, you proved me wrong. No, it was never like that. It was like, yeah, you guys are worse now that you've released that. It was, you know what I mean? It was like stuff like that. And it's like, it's not that big a deal. Just say you're wrong. But I can list 1,000 examples of that. And I'm a firm believer that the biggest problems start at the smallest seeds planted. Do you know what I mean? Like, something that little could really create problems later. I really think that. And so my only thing in bringing this up is don't be afraid to know and accept you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just about to say, like, my life has become so much better accepting when I'm wrong. Because you could either be like Joe Rogan or whatever and be like, pull up the article and it's like, just be like, oh, I'm not wrong.
Yeah, good.
And it
good
just
example.
causes so much shit. Or you're just like, I'm wrong, sorry. And then like, you don't ruin a friendship. Like I've had so many instances where I've just been like, gotten mad and like later realized I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then like just held on to the anger because I'm like, I can't let it go. But then if you just like sit there, take a deep breath and let it go and be like, you're right. Sorry. Or you're right. I'm sorry. Everything gets better. I don't know. Yeah. If I'm rambling there.
No. That makes sense. That's well said. And I will speak on my own example too. Like there's so many things I thought I was a good guy. I was the right person. I was this or that. No, I was right. You were.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, Rocco, just shut up. Like, just say you're wrong. Yeah. You're wrong. And it's so weird because you think by admitting I'm wrong, I look stupid. I look weak. I look dumb. When it's actually, and it's something you could tell me forever and I had to learn.
Yeah.
It's really the opposite.
Exactly.
When someone comes to you and is like, yo, holy shit, I was wrong. You're immediately cooler to the person you've said that to. They will go, wow, thanks, man.
Exactly.
It's weird because your brain tells you the opposite, but it's fucking completely true. You tell people that and it's like, hey man, hey, I was wrong. It goes such a long way. So anyway, that's the only reason I wanted to talk about it, because I felt like there was something I could actually say. Maybe it was like, yeah, maybe this is a learning thing, because I really think that was a foundation of a lot of I think there were a lot of things wrong. And I think a lot of it started there. I saw that. I could go on and on about examples of that I saw. And I just think it starts there. Start small. Be wrong. Love fucking embrace being wrong. Because, man, it feels good. It feels good to like just let that out and then tell someone. But anyway, whatever. Anyway, in bringing it up, like I said, it's a difficult subject. I know some people have nothing but hate, and I understand. I get it. People who didn't know him personally, I mean, what you're seeing, that's how else is there to feel? It's fucking awful. And I wish I had there was a link to the guy's poor kids. There was a GoFundMe or something for them, and I linked to it at one point. I don't have it now. Yeah. But man, I would share. If that's still going, I would love to share that. But
if someone could find it in the chat,
yeah, feel free to post it. But obviously that is paramount in this situation. But it still is like it's a weird feeling, because that was an extremely difficult thing to cope with. I don't know. It's still just something, and my parents have never heard of him outside of the few times they got dinner with him. They don't know anything about him before or since or whatever. And so, they were messaging me like, oh my God, I just heard about that poor man, Yeah. And it was like too much for me to take, reading that on my phone, because that was the only person they saw was this nice guy who took him to dinner, and the fact that there was something that ugly behind it is really sad. So anyway, I didn't mean to bring everyone down.
No, it's all good. I did want to say the other day at Comic-Con, or the other day, Jesus, at the Comic-Con at home, I've vaguely interacted with your dad before, but never introduced myself because I felt awkward. Yeah. And at that the panel, he was like, hey, Johnny. And he was just so nice. And he was cracking jokes with me. And I was like, this is awesome. Your dad rules. I just want to say that.
I'm sure he would be happy to say that.
Yeah, you tell him.
To hear that. It's so funny because he's always trying to when are you going to put me in the next thing? Come on. When does Danny America come back? And it's so funny because he was bummed he wasn't in the new, the version 4.1 movie. Yeah. And I was like, you're in the first 30 seconds. He's like, no.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he is. There's a, flashback right at the beginning. So he was over the moon about that.
So your dad was super nice to me. I got to figure out a way to get my dad to be super nice to you. We need to figure out to get him over his shit.
Hey, I was already super nice to him, so now it's on his end. Now it's on his end.
Nah, dude. The other day he was texting me. He was like, Johnny, who's this fucking wrestler who punches the ground? And I was like, Roman Reigns. And he's like, yeah. I don't get this shit. Why do you like this shit? And I was like, cool. Thank you. This is why I don't answer the phone when you call. Anyway, so he's mean to me as well. It's not just you.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, so I hope that made sense. And again, I hope nothing I said. First of all, I hope I didn't poison this fucking stream. But no, I hope I didn't. Again, not excusing any of the stuff that ultimately ended up happening in that guy's life. I believe all of it, and I am so. It was crushing to hear all that. But yeah, all of that plus just who I knew as a kid. I say kid. I mean, again, I was, maybe 19, 20 or whatever, but
teenager.
But still, was still like that's those kind of having to exist both in my mind that was hard. So yeah, on tour I had to like leave the grocery store when we were there and like be by myself. I was like not wanting to be around people, and then it came back again, and I wasn't even. It was kind of off my mind, and then Derek and Sean came in to talk to me about it. Because again, I don't think either of them talked to him half as much as I did back in the day, and they were both like, I don't think we realized how much you knew, like how much you used to talk to him, and how much this got to you or whatever. And and then it brought it back up. We talked, and they were very. It was a good conversation and all of that, but I was still wrecked. And if you went to our Atlanta show, that's when it happened. It was like that day. And if you went to that show, I was like bawling till 2 seconds before I walked on stage. I was seriously like, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what to think. I was just messed up. And then it was just like, no, got to do this. Okay. And then walked out on stage. It was very close. It was a close call.
And then that guy gave you $20. That was Atlanta, right?
I think that was Pittsburgh.
Was it? I thought that was Atlanta.
Yeah.
How was your scent?
No, I think it was
Atlanta.
It was. Yeah. Someone asked what my scent was.
Yeah.
During Q&A, which I don't think I answered. I don't remember if I did.
Shouts out if that guy's in the chat.
Yeah. And then when the show was over, I went to the back. I kind of went by the exit to say bye to people. I always like to say bye.
Yeah.
When people are leaving, when people come to the show, I do my best to kind of try to say bye to everybody, or as many people as I can, because I really appreciate that they came. And that guy on the way out was like, yeah, I ask the scent question at every event I go to. Here's my, and he handed me $20, and I was like, oh, were you buying a shirt? No, just for the, because I asked that. Oh, okay. Which I quickly put it in my jacket pocket.
Yeah.
And then forgot about it. So it was awesome later when I was just putting on my jacket, and it was like, oh shit, $20. Pretty nice.
At that same show, so, I think this person's probably in the chat. Someone was like, Johnny, I tweeted at you, I'm going to, can I buy you a shot? And you liked it, so I'm buying you a shot. And I was like, okay, cool. And we walk up to the bar, and he's like, I don't normally do this. Like, what do you get? And I was like, a tequila shot? And I was like, I didn't know that. Like, I drink, but I'm not like a shot person.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I've seen people do this on like in shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I did it. I was like, oh God. And I immediately helped Kevin with merch. I was like, this is a level I did not want to hit. But shouts out to that guy. Thank you. Everyone during the tour wanted to buy me shots. I don't do shots. You want to buy me like a beer or something?
Yeah. I've been in so many situations where people buy me a lot of booze.
Yeah.
And I don't really drink. And
yeah.
I shouldn't say really. I don't drink.
Yeah.
And so it's always like, yeah, you can drink that. We went to a business meeting with a major game publisher once. And they got us all these beer flights. Like, all right, here's every beer from Germany.
Oh, God.
Dating back to this year. This is a beer they made in 1802, and it goes all the way to da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, I guess Derek gets 2 of each, I guess. I'm not...
Those flights things are just an excuse to get fucking hammered.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to do. And I was just like, okay, I'm not going to be doing that, but thank you. And they were like, oh, and they even said, I think when we went, they were like, well, why did we meet here if you don't drink? I was like, this is where you said to meet.
Those
and
things
they were
are
like, I just thought you would have
dude.
said something. And it's like, I'll meet you anywhere. I'll meet you at the damn bank. Like, doesn't mean I got to take a withdrawal, I'll meet you anywhere. But anyway. I was the one guy asking about Creepy Old Crypt in Orlando and the weird sweater. Oh, weird sweater guy. I don't remember.
I don't remember
that.
Weird sweater guy.
Come to Montreal. I'll buy you weed. Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, cool. There you go.
That's you
You know, doing drugs over at like a
yeah, across the border.
Across the
always a
border,
good,
that's smart. That's a smart
always
thing.
a good thing. Canada weed. That's just the leaf on the flag.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Maple leaves. About the newer Power Rangers figures. Oh, fuck all that stuff I was talking about. There's something way more intense and way more sad. They are finally shipping the Ninja Ranger figures. I gotta say, my favorite season of Power Rangers when I was a kid was the fucking third season, because that's when they went the most batshit. Okay. They were using footage from multiple Japanese shows, and it was crazy.
Is that with the White Ranger and stuff?
White Ranger came in the second season.
Okay.
But
because I know that was 2 shows as well.
Right? It was. Yeah. But the third one added another one on top of that. Anyway, but they had Ninja Rangers in the third season. They would straight up just become ninjas, and they had all kinds of like witchcrafty kind of powers and stuff. I don't know how to describe it, but they're finally doing legit figures of these Rangers, which they kind of didn't really do before. There were Ninja Rangers figures from the movie in the 90s, but they were shitty. But these are like legit, and they've shipped, and they're missing heads and stuff. Like the figures have heads, but they have multiple heads. Like one where they have the hood on, one where they don't, things like that. And those heads are just like not in the package. And they have such bad quality control on these Ranger figures that have been coming out. Like there's ones that are missing paint on their head, missing a weapon is not painted or whatever. Like they've just been like fucking up constantly.
And that's Bandai, right?
No, it's
Hasbro
now.
Yeah.
Hasbro has their best people working on like Marvel.
Yeah.
And then Star Wars, some flaws now and then, but pretty good. And then Power Rangers, it's like, have the D team work on that. And it's just, there's no quality control. Like they're missing stuff all the time.
You just reminded me, I forgot to buy that. Marvel was doing those like throwback figures.
Yeah.
And they had that. I mean, I don't give a fuck about Marvel really, but whenever they do characters and they look OG and it's like a character I used to play in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I get so fucking excited. And they had that Doctor Doom throwback figure. I still need to buy that. Hopefully it's around. But
that was really cool.
People freak out about those Marvel Legends figures. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't really care for them, but every now and then they do. They got a winner.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered on the Hasbro site or something. They have one of those vintage cards, and it's just animated fucking series yellow Wolverine.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. So I got that, and that's going to be in this guy's hand whenever I get that.
Ethan Page is talking about those Power Rangers figures on a recent toy cast. That's cool.
Who?
He's a wrestler.
Oh.
For AEW.
Cool.
A lot of the wrestlers in AEW love figure collecting, and they all do like toy shows. I mean, also friend of the show, Danhausen, is always opening figures on his YouTube channel. And I feel like I get more enjoyment out of watching him open the like Marvel Legends than I would than owning those.
Buying them. That's how some things are. SSJ Piccolo says never pre-order figure arts on Amazon. They'll cancel you. Yeah, that's what I did. Well, they won't cancel you.
Oh.
They'll cancel your order, but they won't cancel you. They won't, we're going on Twitter. Excuse me, SSJ Piccolo ordered too many SSJ4 Gokus. Canceled. No, they did that. They did that to me years ago. I had a ton of figures pre-ordered through them, Figure Arts, and they canceled all of them. So I was like, oh, I'm done.
That's crazy.
Yeah. People tell me GameStop does that to them. That never happened to me.
The only time I ever got a pre-order canceled on me was the fucking Pokemon company. It was right as Vivid Voltage came out, which is the one that had the giant Pikachu card that I wanted, and I bought a Elite Trainer box. And it never showed up. And then I got an email. It was like, hey, we oversold these. And then they sent me a promo card still. And apparently that promo card's worth like $200. So shouts out.
Wow.
They gave me money. You getting a Todd McFarlane Spawn?
No.
Never
been a Spawn guy.
It's funny that I didn't know Todd McFarlane created Venom.
Yeah.
And that makes so much sense.
There's interviews with him talking about how he did it and what in his process. And I thought that was kind of interesting. What he said on there was he said they're like, what do you look for in Venom? Like if they're making a movie, And he said, honestly, he's like, the only thing I care about is make him, he's supposed to be so big, he's almost fat. He's like, he's the opposite of Spider-Man. He's fucking bulk.
Yeah.
And he said, and he's like, Spider-Man 3 came out and it's like, aha, he's the counterpart to Spider-Man and they're almost the same size. He's like, no, that's not it.
I love hearing him talk about Venom because it's like, to him, he's like, yeah, he has a big tongue, but people keep giving him long tongues. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. Like,
he's. Yeah, I remember thinking that was kind of weird. In some artwork, it was like a snake coming out.
Yeah, he's like, no, he has a big tongue, but it's not long like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
Shouts out Todd McFarlane. There's a great video. I was trying to find it the other day because I talked about it on stream where he has like his giant Wacom tablet and he was like doing drawing tutorials. And he's like,
that's cool.
And he's like, guys, I'm fucking so excited today. We're gonna be drawing. And he just starts smacking the Wacom tablet. And he's like, we're gonna be drawing this thing. I shouldn't smack this, but
it's so funny. I thought the Venom character was so fucking cool as a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened that and it might just be me getting older or whatever, but man, these Venom movies do not capture my imagination at all. Like, I see him and I'm like, yeah.
The thing that makes Venom cool is that Spider-Man is there. Like,
I honestly think that's it. Like, as a villain in that, he's fuck yeah.
Like, the symbiote was on Spider-Man, and now Eddie Brock knows everything about Spider-Man because of the symbiote. That's cool. That's creepy. That's like, you could make a cool story out of that. But like him on his own, like going to a dance. I keep seeing a gif of him at like a dance party or something in the new Venom movie.
Yeah, he's at like a rave, and I'm like, what happened to the fucking Venom saga?
Yeah.
Where, it's like they breezed through that in one movie that sucked. Do that again.
Yeah.
Do it better. But I don't know. Well, I mean, Spider-Man after this third movie could go in any direction. So maybe they'll do something more with that. And not to spoil that movie, but I will, as a props, I will give it is I feel like they're more free now than ever to kind of do more adult kind of Spider-Man. And I don't mean adult, Spider-Man says fuck. I don't mean like that.
Yeah.
But just like none of this like high school is awkward kind of stuff. I mean like, he's going to be fighting fucking Kingpin, maybe Venom, maybe whatever. Like, I'm hoping they step that up.
Spider-Man has the ability, because he's pretty much just like, he's like more fun Batman. He has the same cool villains. Like, have a fun mystery with Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's why I always liked, I wasn't a big superhero guy, but I love Batman and I love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is fucking awesome. He has like one of the best designs in like just comic book history.
And I did enjoy, as a kid, the X-Men.
Oh yeah.
I always thought, that's cool, but that was pretty much it for me though. I wasn't into too much else. I read comics, but they were not superhero stuff like that. Like the Ninja Turtles comics, I liked even more than the cartoon.
Yeah.
But it was just, but it was Ninja Turtles. It wasn't, Superman or something.
I think the X-Men have always been super cool in the comics.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot to say in those comics.
Yeah. The movies, I have always been hot and cold.
Yeah.
And when that first movie came out, oh my God, that I was in school.
It was impressive, yeah.
And it took them by storm. I didn't really like it.
Wow.
I honestly, I remember them saying like, there's that part where he jokes like, yeah, what would you prefer, yellow spandex?
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there as a kid thinking, man, it sucks that they even had to say that. They just can't have fun with this. We gotta have black leather, and there was this brooding thing that everything was trying to tap into, and it bugged me.
I hate that. They still do it now, where they just have to like movie-atize like the costumes, and I'm like, just make it look like the fucking comic.
Yeah. But they're at least
they're trying.
Marvel, the MCU, and all that stuff has broken it down where they can be themselves now.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't have done Ant-Man 20 years ago, but now it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, today Moon Knight. Here's a trailer for Moon Knight. Fuck it, they can have a little more fun now. I will say, I mean, WandaVision exists, know? but still, at that time, it was just boring. And I didn't like going through all the origins, and I feel like they were the most boring version of the origins. But then X2 came out. Fuck yeah, on board, loved it.
I rewatched that
because it was just an X-Men story.
Yeah,
it was a great story. And then 3, I was ready to.
Brett Ratner
sign out of movies forever.
Is Brett Ratner?
Although Brett Ratner's pretty cool. No, that's a joke.
I mean, Rush Hour movies, I'll give him. I like those.
I don't really want to give him anything. But,
Yeah, me same.
yeah. But and then what was after X-Men 3? Was it First Class?
I liked First Class.
Well, I wasn't into that.
Yeah.
I didn't hate, I'm not like, I wasn't upset about it. It was just like, yeah. And then what was after that? Days of Future Past?
Fantastic.
Loved it. Because again, that was just a fucking X-Men cartoon.
And that was just like straight from the comics too.
Yeah. It was just, don't need the setup. Don't need the, you didn't know it was, I'm Professor X and someday I'll be bald. It wasn't any of that shit. Just, here's a story. Yo, you're going to go back and forward in time and da-da-da-da-da-da. Loved it. And then what was after that? Apocalypse?
I didn't see Apocalypse. I just love the stories of Oscar Isaac where he said like being in that makeup was like a fucking hell.
Yeah. I hope they do something new and cool with X-Men. I mean, Disney owns that now. Go fucking nuts with it.
I need them to do some or for real. Like even Fantastic Four, like do some stuff with that.
Yep.
Oh wait, I thought they announced that they cast people for a Fantastic Four movie.
Oh.
Am I crazy? I think I might.
I feel like for 10 years I've been hearing John Krasinski and Emily Blunt being in that. I've been hearing that forever. I didn't really like any of the Wolverine movies. And I catch heat for this constantly, but I don't think Logan was that great. I didn't think it was bad.
I've only seen it once. I enjoyed it when I saw it, but I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, it was like I just didn't think it was like high art. It was like, it was a good send off to that character, but it was an X-Men movie. It was another X-Men movie. I didn't think it was that bold. Good send off, but I didn't think it was that bold.
Okay, this is my pitch for the MCU, Disney, if you're listening. I feel like they've been floundering ever since the Thanos stuff, because that just felt like the end of the whatever story they were trying to tell. So whatever new things they're doing, like next Spider-Man movie, they're hanging, then all of a sudden Wolverine shows up just out of nowhere, just in the fucking yellow. They're like, oh shit. Yeah. And then like you just have like Omega Red show up and they're like, oh shit, my homie Apocalypse is gonna come. And if you want to try to stop him, but it's inevitable. And then have them all the people team up again and fight fucking Apocalypse.
That's the only way they're going to be able to like get back to the like relevancy that they were. Not that they're not relevant, but they've lost a little bit of. I mean, it was inevitable after Endgame. You're going to lose some footing.
Exactly.
And that's no disrespect. That's just how it is. That's how they get that back. Is they do a thing where it's like, it's the X-Men and all this shit that like Disney hasn't even touched starts to come back around, I
mean, I'm fucking excited that they're gonna have Shuma-Gorath in the fucking. I'll see the next Doctor Strange movie
because I'm definitely gonna.
I fucking love Shuma-Gorath.
It's so funny. I remember when the Spider-Man movie came out, all these people were like, they don't let people like Sam Raimi make shit like this anymore, and that's why it's missing a lot of its character, and it's da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, and then I was like. Wait, isn't he making the new Doctor Strange? He is.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't realize that.
Like, everyone keeps saying like, oh, they'll never let him do that again. I'm like, I think he is.
The chat's saying apparently that isn't Shuma-Gorath in the trailer. That sucks.
No, I think it. Maybe I'm wrong here. You tell me if I am.
I think there's
multiples. I don't know a lot of comic stuff, but
me either.
I think it is, but they're not calling him that.
Oh, okay.
Like there's something with his name.
Yeah.
That they can't call him that. So there's like a lot of promo stuff coming out called like Giganto.
Oh.
Yeah, Ryan is saying that. It's Shuma-Gorath, they just can't call him that. Which is lame.
Yeah, why can't they call him that?
Because he's tied up in Conan rights.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're not even going to bother. They're just like, he's Giganto. Gom Jabbar. Yeah, he's Jabbar.
I did kind of hate in the other Doctor Strange movie that they kind of just used Dormammu. And just for as a gag.
Yeah.
And I was like, that villain is fucking awesome too.
Yeah, I would like more of that. They also wasted Taskmaster.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. They wasted that.
I agree. There's something in the chat I just saw, but I totally lost it. Whatever.
Punisher and Blade are so badass. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're doing the new Blade. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they're doing a new Blade. Yeah. Taskmaster got fucked hard. Yeah. I know he's like a beloved character.
This is funny. We never talk about comic stuff on here.
Yeah. This is Bagel Talk.
Yeah. Anyway, everything bagel. Get some cream cheese on that. Get some capers on that. Get lox on that.
Fucking love locks.
Is the mouse here somewhere?
Yeah. Do you want it?
Oh, okay. No, pick someone who maybe
Okay.
if you want to.
All right, let's take some calls.
We're gonna take call into our Discord. We are gonna open up some calls here. You can ask about anything. Could be bagel related, but it could be anything related too.
I don't know who to pick here.
What about me?
Me? All right, let's do me.
So you just call in, and you're in a waiting room, and we drag you onto the stage.
Me. Hello?
Me?
They might be away from their computer.
Me? Are you there?
Oh. Hello?
Me?
They can't see you, but we could see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yep.
Oh my god. I was just I'm sorry, I'm calling you from fucking in the middle of Poland. I didn't expect it to ever happen. This is like my only chance because it's like 8 a.m.
I was about to say it's bright out.
Where at?
Midnight. Oh my god.
Yeah, we didn't hear where are you from?
Poland.
What?
Oh yeah. That's like Eastern Europe.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Poland.
Oh, Poland.
Like
Yeah.
I have a really shitty mic, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, it's okay. Thanks for calling in.
Okay. Thank you.
Good to
Oh my
talk to
God.
you. What brings you here? Did you have a comment or a question?
Well, really, I just wanted to try my luck because I didn't think I would ever get an opportunity to call you guys again since the podcast is like at 4 a.m. for me usually.
Okay.
But I do have a question for Rocco.
Yeah.
And so this is about the personal channel videos because like when you were making the unboxing ring, did you like always plan for it to be such a huge cinematic universe series, or did it just like came along later?
Oh God. I didn't really plan for it to. I was planning to just end it with the final episode, but then I thought, well, someday I'm sure I want to do something with this character again. Mm-hmm. And my only thought with it was, if I'm ever going to, I'm going to have to take it further and like do something really like, how do I describe it?
Lynchian.
It's going to have to be more abstract or weird. And so I planted a seed for that early on where I put up a video of Sean going, wait, no. Because I thought like maybe like that could be that could be something that happens with Tyler later. Like Tyler has to send this guy away with his mind or something. Like I wanted to have that there so that whenever I wanted to do that, I had the like, hey, I like this was here already. It wasn't. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass. And so that kind of led to putting that there. As we got closer to filming it, I was like, yeah. At some point, he'll exercise some kind of power that he can send someone back. And this was already here. That was what made me want to do more. And then it was kind of like figuring it out over time. But there's way more I wanted to do with that. But it got so sidelined with in 2019, I wanted to film a new thing, and then it got like, it was like I was too tired, like I was burnt out from. We did a ton of stuff in 2019. It was just I couldn't do anything else, and so it was like, yeah, in 2020, I'm gonna film all this crazy shit, and then I don't know if you heard about a pandemic that happened, but then that happened, and it was like, yeah, let me get a bunch of people together to film something. Ain't gonna happen. So yeah, there's more. There was more I wanted to do, but. Maybe someday.
Okay, thank you so much for answering.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god, I'm still just shocked that you picked my call at all. I'm really sorry.
What was that?
No, I just didn't expect to be picked, and
that's okay. What was your name again?
A bit nervous. Yeah.
What was your name again?
My name? It's the Polish version of Michael. It's Michał.
Oh,
Michał.
Michał. Okay,
well,
thank you.
Hey, great to hear from you, and I'm glad we got to talk to you. I appreciate it.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Peace.
No problem. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That was cool.
Yeah.
We went international. Should we take another call?
Yeah. I'm gonna go as long as you're.
Oh
good.
yeah, I'm down. I'll have a good time. Let's do lime lizard.
I was thinking I would open this and drink like half of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be up that late tonight. Nope, I'm
drank
fucking
the whole
chugging.
thing.
Yeah.
Lime.
By the way, we're going pineapple coconut here. It's definitely pineapple when you drink it, and then the coconut goes, what about me? And that, right? That aftertaste comes back like, oh, there's your coconut. I understand Amazon now has fruit punch. I don't know what to think about that. I don't know. A lot of nasty fruit punch energy drinks out there, but Rockstar Fruit Punch back in like 2010 was my jam, and I was drinking them every day, which is why I weighed more than I ever had in my life. And as soon as I stopped, I was healthier. Anyway,
lime.
Rockstar Fruit Punch back in like 2010.
Oh, what? They're on a loop.
Lime lizard.
Hello?
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 Hi.
Hello?
Hello, I was at the Portland show.
Oh.
Hello.
I was the one that said I grew up in Chula Vista.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was really nervous that night. I wasn't expecting one-on-ones.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
I'm trying to even remember the Portland show. Everything's such a blur to me. Was that the
that
one
was
in
the
that
one
bar?
where we got there?
That venue was really small, and I've never done a live event before.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember Portland now.
So I showed up like an hour before.
Yeah.
I was circling the block trying to find like the entrance because I saw you guys offloading, and I thought for sure there was like that was the back entrance for like talent.
Yeah.
But yeah, you should tell that Portland story. That's
Portland, we got to the venue and we walked in. It's really weird, and this isn't just them, but every show we went to, we sent them like literature about like what the show is and what we need. And we would show up to venues and they would be like, "Oh, we Googled you. You're a podcast, so check it out. We set up your stage. Here's a couch and 2 microphones." It's like, no, we do like sketches and we have a whole video part of the show, and we didn't know that, and it's like that's in all the things we sent you. Anyway, Portland.
Yeah, that venue did not seem really set up for your show.
Yeah.
Having those 2 different rooms.
Well,
it was worse when we first got there.
It was worse when we got there. When we got there, they had sealed off the area that we ended up performing in.
With the stage.
That was sealed off. The area with the stage was sealed off. And they set up a bunch of chairs in the round around a stage. I'm not joking. It was on a little
like the
riser.
size of this.
It was as big as this countertop.
Yeah.
What did they think you were doing? A poetry reading?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think they thought it was like, well, 2 guys will sit up here in chairs and do their podcast. Like, it was that big. And it was like, we have like music and a magic trick and a whole performance. Like we have, this is a full multimedia show. And they're like, oh, you don't think you can get it done in that space? It's like, no. And so, we finally started walking around through the venue, and I went through some curtains, and there's a room in the back with a huge stage in it. They were like, oh yeah, we don't use this room, but just go walk through and the green room's behind that stage. It's like, can we just use this stage?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh.
They're like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I guess we could. Oh, yeah. And it's like they have a projector screen behind it and everything. It's like, that's everything we need in that room. Oh, okay. So that's why it was kind of haphazard, and it was standing room only because like they couldn't fit the chairs in. Like no one prepared for it.
It was funny. Like the owner was super nice. He was like, oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, the nicest. Yeah.
We'll set you up in here. And we're like, cool. And then it was like the staff being like, fuck.
Because they set up a whole different room.
Take apart all the chairs.
Yeah, I'm not dissing them. They were very nice, and it was a great show.
It'd be fine for like a music group, but for a stage show.
Yeah, it was a little weird, but it worked out though. It was a lot of fun.
I wasn't wearing proper footwear for standing all night, but I still had a lot of fun.
Well, good. That's good to hear.
Hell yeah.
I especially enjoyed the magic show part.
Oh,
my favorite character.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Did you have a comment or a question or anything specific?
Not really. It's my first time calling in. I grew up in the area. I really love watching the podcast and hear you talk about local stuff.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate the compliments, and thanks for coming to the Portland show. Thank you.
Yeah, highlight of the year.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe, maybe look into seeing like Celine Dion or something next time because they're way better. But thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. Take care.
Good night.
That was a nice call.
Yeah, that was great.
Funny thing about Portland too is by the time our show was done and we were torn down and packed up, the only food available nearby was strip club.
Yeah. That's why Doc Rhyme was in the chat.
I don't go to strip clubs.
That was about the first time I've done that too.
That's not my scene or anything. Yeah, I went to one once in my life, and I already told that story. You could look that up from a past MLK week. But
oh my God.
So this was the second time, but it was like, where do we eat? And literally our tour manager's like, I mean, we could make a trek, but like next door, there is food at this place. Just letting you know the information.
There were
and so we went.
I ate some jalapeno poppers.
We got let's talk about what we saw in the strip club.
Yeah.
Jalapeno poppers.
One.
Trying to think of anything else I saw in the strip club.
Oh,
of course.
You bought some figs?
They had mini corn dog bites.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. And then it was around midnight or 1 a.m. when in Japan pre-orders were going to open for SH Figure Arts. I hope I'm not spoiling this for anybody. Mandalorian spoilers coming out.
Mandalorian spoilers. Plug your ears. I'll wave.
SH Figure Arts Mandalorian Luke Skywalker from the last episode of Mandalorian, where he's in like the black cloak with the thing, like a fancy ass figure of that was going on sale. And I was in the corner of that strip club going, reload. Yes, I got it. That thing sold out in 2 seconds. And the Lord tried to distract me, or the devil, whoever was trying to distract me. Kevin kept going, Rocco, look. I will not be tempted. And I wasn't. I kept on it and I got the figure. So now what?
Okay. The spoilers are done. I had a weird moment in the strip club. I don't know if I'm gonna regret saying this. But when fuck it. I was in there and one of the girls had a Zelda tattoo.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's be kind. And I was like, yo, nice Zelda tattoo. I love Zelda. And the chick literally like scoffed, and then the guy next to me was like, yo, I want to feel like, he was just saying the most fucked up shit, like, I want your titties in my face. And then she was like so fucking, she was like ugh, to me, but to that guy she was like, hey, what's up? Like I was just like, nice Zelda tattoos. The guy's like, I want to fucking smell your feet. Like
That's so funny. See, that's the opposite of what my experience was when I went to a Atlantic City or wherever it was strip club, where they all thought I invented Nintendo. And they were all like, oh, me and my boyfriend play Mario Kart. I was like, yeah, I didn't invent that. Anyway.
I got friend zoned.
Damn. I guess I theoretically did too, and they said their boyfriend liked to play Mario Kart, but I wasn't there for that anyway. I wanted to get the fuck out. I'm thinking about moving my filming career to using my phone instead of my Canon, since the phone is better. Thoughts? Hey, if you're good at what you do, any camera will work, but you got to be good at what you do.
Yeah, there's a ton of there's that one horror movie that was filmed all on iPhones, right? The Disney one.
Disney one?
I wish I could remember the name of it. They shot a horror movie in Disneyland.
Oh, Escape from Tomorrow.
Yeah. I think that was all filmed on phones.
Some of it, they just brought a camera in.
Yeah.
The movie by Steven Soderbergh, Unsane.
Oh,
is
yeah.
A psychological kind of thriller or whatever, but that's all. He just literally had an iPhone on a little stabilizer thing, and was going around with that whole movie, the entire movie.
Tangerine was filmed on phones? I didn't know that. I've never seen Tangerine. But it's the same guy who did that other movie. Fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Grapefruit.
The Florida Project.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the name too. There's some parts shot with an iPhone in
Florida Project, yeah. It's the
Um,
same director.
But yeah, if you're good, I mean, there's pictures that Johnny has taken,
yeah.
photos that I've taken too, both with iPhone, that I've had people reach out like, dude, what DSLR do you bring with you? Like, you brought a DSLR to Target? And it's like, no, but we've done enough with photography that we know, I'm not saying we're amazing photographers or anything, but I'm just saying like sometimes that happens and it's because you know how to use it.
Yeah.
More so than the tool.
Yeah, I would say learn composition and watch some videos on lighting.
Yeah.
And then just like set up your iPhone and like just test it out and see what you can do with it.
Yeah.
And then also it helps to learn what cuts in editing. Like starting your shot wide and then doing a take and then doing as many takes as you want and then going in for punch-ins, everything will be consistent in editing. So just knowing like that stuff is probably the best thing you could do.
Yeah.
Just in filmmaking in general. That blew my mind. I was such a dumbass when like I was making videos as a kid, and I would be like, okay, I know in this scene I want it to be like start with a wide shot and then punch in. So I would just like film myself for like the portion I wanted wide, and then I'd move the camera. And I didn't realize you could just like film everything wide and then film the punch in later. Yeah. And then when I went to film school, they're like, yeah, just do that. And I was like, what the fuck? And they're like, "Were you dumb?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think so."
Do you want to answer somebody?
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's okay. We were talking.
Let's do Miles. Miles.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Oh, is the camera not on? Okay.
Oh, here we go.
No, camera is not. They can't see you.
We can see you.
Okay, that's fine. I think my quality's bad anyways.
It's like fisheye looking.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Before my question, it's a good story about this. I bought this camera off Amazon one day for a meeting for my work in school because I was like, "Fuck it, I need a camera." I just bought it was like 3 a.m. I bought the first camera that was cheap enough on Amazon. Right? It gets here in just a box with no printing, besides the Amazon thing. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. I open it up. 9 out of 10 words that were on the box were misprinted. Or
what?
There are a whole lot of typos and everything, and I was like, okay, all right. I open it up and it looks totally fine. It's great. I put it on. It's fucking fisheye. And there's no way to turn it off. And there's no way to like do it. It's just like this. And it doesn't say that it is.
Though. I like it.
It is cool. This isn't what I wanted, but I'll take it. For like $20 or whatever I paid.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah, for $20 getting a sick fisheye lens is pretty cool.
Bad.
Yeah, you can't buy that at Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
But I actually went to your guys' Ferndale show. With I actually brought my friend Herbert and my girlfriend.
Oh,
and
not Herbert.
I love it.
I'm just
kidding. We loved it. We loved it. It was awesome.
Oh,
my girlfriend actually they
dumped you for taking her to the. No, I'm just kidding.
No, they actually don't like. At first, they thought Mega 64 in general was fucking horrible and not funny in any way, shape, or form. Only because their only experience was just hearing me play videos in another room.
Oh,
and just going like, "What are you laughing at?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's this." And I showed like a 3-second clip of like, some podcast thing. She's like, "Okay."
Yeah.
But no, we went to the show. Both of them loved it, and I had a lot of fun.
Oh, awesome.
I got the Death is Certain shirt Johnny's wearing. Not the shirt, not that one, but the black one.
Oh
yeah, the one with the
dogs. I love that one. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm trying to remember. This is all a blur now.
I can't remember from
Ferndale, Michigan show. That was a big show too. Like that was a sold out one, but I can't remember.
Was that the one? I think that's the one where we went to.
Oh, the Detroit thing.
Yeah. I think that's the one where we went to what's it called after White Castle, right?
Or did we get the pizza afterwards?
I don't remember. It's been.
What was the name of the venue? Do you remember?
Yeah.
The Loving Touch.
The Loving Touch. Yes, that was the bar.
Loving Touch.
Was it where we had that area upstairs?
No, it's one where we were like in the kitchen.
Oh,
where it's like we went through the bar.
Yeah,
and it was like in the
our
back.
changing area, like behind black sheets by the windows.
Yeah.
That's right. That was the place where a lot of people kept trying to insult us during the
Q&A.
that sounds more negative than I mean. But that was the one audience where people kept like saying full sentences to us. Like, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing good, but I'll do a lot better if you come over here. It's like, what? Oh, I was just thinking you'd cheer. I didn't think you'd.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, actually, I remember. I don't know if it was the same person. I probably was the same person, but I remember
there was a lot of people saying stuff.
At that show, there was like a guy that was like 3 times in a row just like started saying shit just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I remember Derek was like, all right, one more and you're fucking out of here, dude.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, yeah. That's the only place that really happened.
Every time I walked past that person, they'd be like, Johnny, woo! And I was like, oh, okay. It felt good.
Yeah.
I was actually sitting like far in the back, like right next to you, Johnny, I think, in the back. And I meant to like say something like, hey, Johnny, like, I love your hard work and everything.
Oh,
I just didn't.
Well, you're saying it now, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. No, Johnny, all of you guys, love all your hard work, love everything you do. There was one thing, I didn't get to make a comment at the show, so I'm doing it now. There was one thing that I wanted to say that if you guys got any chance to do it while you're in Michigan, obviously you're not anymore, but there's this video game shop called New Super Game Time, New Super Mario Brothers, and it's in Southgate, Michigan, and it's like it's around like pretty much nothing basically. It's around a whole lot of like Tim Hortons or whatever. It looks really cool. The inside of it is like, imagine you take like an old 80s 70s arcade and mix that with like a Blockbuster.
Oh,
but like have all the arcade
that
machines
sounds
all
cool.
around it. There's arcade machines. There's driving, driving games like Mario Kart, whatever else. Like set up stations. They have consoles out on the floor for you to check out and just look at.
I wish we went to this.
Yeah, seriously.
It looks awesome.
Instead, we drove around looking for a burger. Well, I don't know. I think that was before that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
No, I think because I think after that show we went to that taco place, right? We went to and then it was that night. Yeah.
And we ended up going to a White Castle and we ordered about 7 of everything on the menu.
It was cracking me up because you guys were like, let's just get like 3 burgers. I was like, no, we need a crave case.
Yeah, Johnny's like, no, I think you should actually get 40 plus burgers. I was like, you don't think we'll be good with like 3 or 4?
I was like, no.
You're at White Castle. Get 50 or 60 burgers. I was like, what? I don't know what you're saying, dude.
And then me and Kevin ate 9 burgers.
I probably had 14 burgers that night. Seriously. And I'm talking, we had the sliders. We had the Impossible sliders. We had the
chicken sliders.
The chicken sliders, the fish one.
Yeah.
There was like one of those in there.
The fish one was good.
And we ate them in the lobby of our hotel. We took over. We were like, there's nothing happening in the lobby. We're like, do you mind if we take over this whole area? They were like, go for it. And we had their whole like front, like they had a big table area with chairs, a waiting area. We took over the whole thing and just spread food all over it. Pretty sure there were people we didn't even know eating those burgers.
Yeah, we had a bunch of root beers. And after we were finished, this couple came up to us and they're like, hey guys, can I give you some money and we could buy some beers off of you? And we were like, we're not drinking beer, sorry, man.
Yeah, it was root beer. We should have just sold it to them. But
I missed that.
Yeah, that I know it's gonna say. Kevin said this to me too, and he's like, Rocco, I might be crazy, but that was my favorite meal of the whole trip. And I might agree. Not because we had amazing meals later on and some gourmet shit. Yeah, sure. But there's nothing better than taking over a hotel lobby with your friends and having fast food just everywhere. It was just the most ridiculous, stupid meal. And I had so much fun. So I think that might be my favorite. Yeah.
I liked when we tried to go to that one place that was open and we sat down and looked at a menu and then this woman came up to us. She's like, hey, just so you know, we've been waiting here for 3 hours and we haven't been served once. So have fun with that. And we were like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, then we left. I was like, well, thank you for letting us know. Anyway, so I'm not saying White Castle is the best or anything.
I love White Castle.
But for some reason, White Castle sliders are a comfort food.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even have a White Castle growing up. We had the frozen ones.
Oh, I love those too.
And they were delicious. As a kid, I fucking ate those up. And having the ones at the actual White Castle, they're just like better cooked versions of that same thing. So anyway, that's my White Castle hot take.
Yeah.
Not that you asked
went on a
for it.
tangent there. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
No, I love White Castle. Any White Castle praise, I will take. I will take that
Well,
any
good to
day.
know.
I'll listen to that any day. I didn't get to say the
Yeah.
one big catch about the game shop though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's run by a kind of psychotic old dude.
Oh.
Okay.
Who, as of 2020, I only went in 2019, but as of 2020, requires you to sign basically an NDA
What?
saying that you won't talk shit about them in any
What?
reviews online. You also have to have a paid membership to
Oh.
shop there, but they give you a free trial when you go in.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
And
This is
there's
like
a whole lot of
Costco?
negative. Yeah, there's a whole lot of negative reviews about the place, mostly because of their really high prices. Like they sell
Oh.
a copy of Persona 5 for the PS3 for $90.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
But the owner likes to go on Google reviews and just talk shit and be crazy. Like he'll say stuff like, someone will say like, oh, their prices were kind of high. I don't know, I wouldn't go there. And the owner will write, we have given your information to the FBI. You do not need to go here. We know who you are.
Oh.
And that's like every review.
What?
And it's like, dude, you don't do this when you have like
Yeah.
a public place.
This is
Like,
a big asterisk for this place. I would say. I'm glad we knew
it's
about that
entertainment looking at the Google reviews.
Sorry, I had to
It's
move the
new
bagels
Super
away from me
Game
'cause
Time.
The smell was intoxicating. I was about to like go in on that. Anyway, yeah. Okay, well that's good to know. Yeah, any business that makes me sign an NDA that I won't say any of the bad stuff, maybe that I don't know. Maybe that should change.
Yeah.
But
No.
at the same time, it's kind of funny. I wish we signed NDA. Imagine we passed out NDAs at every one of our shows. Like, you will not give a bad review to this show. You will say you laughed at every joke. That's kind of funny.
That
actually.
is funny. You should
to
do
hand
that.
that out to every audience.
Yeah.
And not even take them, but just hand them out as like a thing, like a keepsake. That's kind of
Yeah.
a funny idea. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, you should do that.
You will not
I'd go to
say
more
that.
shows.
You will tell everyone it was the funniest show you've ever been to.
I'd go to more shows.
And even put something in there that scares them. Like,
Yeah.
when the pyrotechnics happen, you will not run. Like, you will stay. No matter how much the smoke fills the room, you will stay in your seat. And don't ever do it. I mean, obviously, I'm not condoning doing pyro in an enclosed space. But seeing that on the sheet, you'd be like, oh, fuck. Do we want to stay here for this?
Yeah, like you hand out one's like, you are in the splash zone. You cannot complain.
Yeah, you can't complain. Any stains are of your
Any
own
stains.
are your own responsibility, whatever. That'd be fun. Okay, that's a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah, like that.
And also have videos during the show that say, all right, put on your 3D glasses now. And then have a thing that's like, due to the supply chain shortage, we were not able to supply 3D glasses to the show, and then have like a bunch of 3D stuff happen.
That would be so funny.
I should say, why am I giving all these ideas
that
out?
definitely should go in. Like the
right.
idea of like a crowd of people.
Yeah.
Like when it says put your 3D glasses on now, like if you hold on that for a while and just a crowd of people being like murmuring like,
Yeah.
did you get glasses? I didn't get glasses. It would be really funny.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do that. So, sorry, spoiler. Next time we tour, it's going to be that. Anyway.
Oh, well. Now I'm going to bring more people.
Oh,
All right, sounds good.
All right. Well, thanks.
All right, well,
guys.
thank you very
Thank
much
you
for your call.
Oh yeah, no problem. Thank you guys for being awesome.
Oh, yeah, no,
Dude.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem, dude.
Seriously. Anytime. No, thank you. You have a good night.
yeah, take care.
All right. Yep. You too, guys. See ya.
See ya. That was a very good call.
That was awesome. That person reminded me of there's a store. If anyone is still awake on the East Coast, in New York called Video Games New York, and it was like a similar thing where like
Oh, yeah.
it's like the only place where you could kind of find old games, and they know what they have, and they just like jack the fucking prices up so hard.
Yeah. There's a lot of places that are doing that.
I hate
or have done that, or think they can get away with that or whatever.
Yeah, I hate this like video game bubble where it's like it's so hard to like play these games, so
It's so funny how
super
games
expensive.
have gone that way. I feel like there was a moment where it was like, yeah, use game, who cares? And now it's like,
Yeah.
no, you can't find this stuff anymore.
I remember walking to a GameStop, or at the time it was a Funko Land, and I was able to just buy like N64 games for a long time.
Yeah.
And NES and SNES games.
Yeah.
And then after a while, it was just like, oh no, these are $100 now.
Yeah, suddenly it's like, oh, these are greater currency than gold. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
And it's crazy.
Oh yeah, video games New York was at Anime Expo.
Oh yeah, they always are.
Yeah, they've exhibited at a few things, and it just occurred to me I bought a bunch of stuff from them.
Yeah.
Just not old games like that, but like they had like a Parappa backpack and stuff like that. I did buy Dead or Alive Extreme 3 from them because that was not sold in the US and they had it there, and they didn't mark it up too much. It was like, it wouldn't have been that much less if you imported it. So I bought when they re-released it for like Switch or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I wouldn't say that like they jack the prices up. It's just like one of those things where it's like they know what they have.
Yeah.
Because it's run by a bunch of like, I don't want to be mean, but it's run by a bunch of nerds. Yeah. And they know like, oh, like I remember they had a copy of Earthbound and it's like, oh, we're selling this for, $300. It's like, oh, come on. And it sucks with Earthbound because that game's not even technically rare.
Yeah.
It's just people want it. So
what was I going to say? The rudest interaction I've had with like markup at a con or whatever was they wanted I never got it, and at the time I just could not afford I wanted the Daft Punk Metacom Tron figures of both Daft Punk.
I forgot about those figures.
Both Daft Punk members. Yeah, they were like 100 and something each, at least. Maybe 200 each. I can't remember. They were a lot. And there was a booth at Comic-Con that had them, and I never could find them in any physical space. And they had them, and they were like, 2 something each. And I was like, hey, if I buy both, is there any deal you can cut me? And the guy was like, no, they're worth that. And if you're a Daft Punk fan, you should know it. And walked away. It was like, I mean, I was just asking, all he had to do was like, nah, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't.
I hate when people
That's
like
it. Simplest thing. No, if you're a Daft Punk fan, I mean, you should know it, that they're worth that much. And, and it's like, I don't need that. Just shut up. All right. And I didn't buy anything from them. I left.
Yeah, it happened to me at PAX East when we were there. I went to this booth, and the guy had no, it was Comic-Con. This guy had like Pokemon cards, and I noticed he had like the base set like Charizard and all the original base set cards. And I was like, there's a recent set where they like redid all those cards.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm just assuming it's those new cards. I was like, oh, is this base set or is this like the reprints? Yeah. And he went. He didn't say anything. He just. I was like, "Are they cool. Are they base set?" Yeah. And I was like, "Okay." And I walked away. And Derek was walking next to me. And I was like, "That guy was so fucking rude to me." And he's like, "Yeah, no worries. I just broke a toy on his rack over there." And I was like, "What?"
What?
So he might have just been mad at me for that. Yeah, Derek picked a toy up and it fucking fell and just broke.
Maybe that's
like shattered.
What came first, chicken or the egg?
Yeah, I don't know. And I was just like, I'm like, why is this guy being a fucking dick? And, then he's like, yeah, I broke a toy. It's like, okay.
That's hilarious. Oh man, that's so funny.
Should I take more calls? How are we feeling?
I'm good for now. Take a couple more, maybe.
Yeah. Who should we take? Who should we call?
What? Who?
Erroneous Monk or
what's Tanter Banter?
Tanter Banter. Okay. Tanter.
I hear that guy teaching guitar lessons upstairs.
Yeah, me too. When you walk past, it just sounds like there's a fucking room where someone's shredding on guitar.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Hello.
Oh God, we got the Squidward.
Tanter.
Scary
Banter.
Squidward.
Hi.
You're very low.
You are really quiet. Like, are you on the other side of the ocean?
He dipped.
Wow, he left.
Okay.
Let's see. Tommy Waffle.
Tommy Waffle. Hello.
Whoa.
Hello.
I'm live. What up?
What up, G?
What up? What's up?
What up? All right. I got 3 questions you could choose from.
Oh, 3 questions. Yo,
a 3-pronged attack.
Yeah. Were you ever at there was a panel we did?
Oh, I was there, yeah.
Oh, is that,
yeah.
Oh,
that's why I said
kidding.
that. Yeah, I was at that.
There was one panel where a guy came up to the microphone. Sorry if he's watching, but he was like, all right, I got a 3 pronged attack.
Yeah, I never.
First attack.
And you guys were like, what is this 3-pronged attack?
Yeah. Have you ever been arrested? No. All right. Second attack. Do you ever want to do a Halo skit? No. All right. Third attack. He kept saying it like that, and they weren't even like brutal questions. He just kept saying second attack. It was like, all right. Anyway, how's it going? Potato, what's your name? Tommy Waffle.
Tommy Waffles.
Yeah. We don't have to do all three. This isn't an attack.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go. We'll bang through them, and I'll let you know if we're going to answer.
Well, what are we feeling? A toy question?
Well, you surprised me. What's the first question?
All right, let's do a toy question.
Okay.
I think you.
First attack. Here we go.
First attack. Do you have a favorite example of a toy that you got into when you were a kid that you didn't necessarily realize had a whole story behind it, but then you got exposed to that through the toy specifically?
I have
through the toys. Yeah.
I have one immediately. Zoids.
Zoids. I don't know anything about Zoids.
I got into building Zoids because there was like a motor in them and they could like move and shit. And I was like, this fucking rules. And then I didn't know there was like a whole anime and shit. And I got into like, there's like the fucking Blade Liger and the Shield Liger and fucking that dude Raven or some shit. I don't fucking know. Zoids is sick though. Anyway,
I think for me, I mean, it's going to sound lame, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
I think I had the toys before anything else. As a real little kid, like when they were first fucking coming out, and it was like, whoa, these are cool. And then it was like, what's this cartoon? Oh, I think that's what it was for me. And then oddly enough, when I was even younger than that, I had He-Man toys, but then I saw the show and I didn't like it. I was not a He-Man guy, but I had the toys before I saw it.
I'm trying to think if there's any other ones like. I'm sure that like I remember I got an Ultron figure when I was a kid, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Yeah, and I thought that was sick.
Oh, also Beast Wars.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't that into Transformers, but my brother really liked. He's like, "Yo, these animals turn into robots. These are really cool." He really liked them, and then I thought, "Well, they're kind of cool, whatever." And then gave the show a chance and was like, "Yo, this shit rules." It was a good show. So yeah,
that was a good show. A lot of people
that was
said
first attack.
Yeah, first prong.
Oh, I was just going to mention my answer is Bionicle for sure. We don't.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Bionicle.
Bionicle was like that shit hit so hard for me as a kid. I'd put those together and like it felt like something special. Like I'd be like, I built fucking who was the red guy's name?
Toa Tahu.
Chris.
Yeah, Toa. What was his name? I can't really hear.
Toa Tahu.
Okay. Yeah, I built that guy and I was like hyped.
I think I was well beyond puberty limits at that point. So Bionicle, I missed that boat. I had changed.
There was the gold Bionicle mask.
Review of Bionicle, by the way, and I apologize. What?
No, it's fine. There was like a gold Bionicle mask. That shit was sick.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember anything much.
Okay, so yeah, let's get to the second attack.
Yeah, second prong of attack. Let's go with the tour question. So I was at the Seattle stop when you guys were here. Was there anything notable that happened behind the scenes when you guys were in Seattle for the tour?
Oh yeah.
Any good stuff?
Yeah, there was definitely drama. Yeah. I mean, how much you want me to say? I mean, there was some bad stuff happened that night. I'm just kidding. It was great. No, the Seattle venue was that new venue that was a big show.
Oh yeah. That was awesome.
That was a great show. The Crocodile or whatever it was called. We were our first show in their new location, I believe. And so we were on a new stage, state of the art stuff, and it was great because during the show multiple times I fall to the ground or get knocked over, or I'm laying on the ground. And I do it every night and it's not a big deal, but all the stages are dirty. I'm not being dissing them or anything, but the stages see a lot of action.
Yeah,
that was one where when I hit the ground, I was like, "Oh, new carpet." It was like, oh, that was like a pleasant experience. I didn't hit a bunch of black boards and almost go through them.
I just remember it was like hard for Garrett because it was a whole new setup for this team, and
they'd never done anything.
And
with
I just
it.
remember like seeing 8 people surrounding Garrett's equipment, being like, I don't know what to do.
I think he almost missed or did miss VIP that night because it was like sound check is not done and won't be done for hours.
Yeah.
So it was like, I can't do anything else. Garrett was kind of hosed that night, but it all came together. It all worked, but it was like, it was a brand new setup that had never been used. So he was kind of like, yikes. But that was a great show.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Awesome venue, great show.
I got to try out there's like a Seattle beer. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah. There also Seattle beer. Seattle dogs.
Oh.
That's what it's all about. You get that hot dog with the cream cheese, the grilled onions.
Fuck.
When I went to PAX in Seattle, I missed Seattle so much. I had seriously 5 of those in not a long amount of time. Like it was seriously like no human should have that many hot dogs in that rapid succession. I was not there that long. 5 doesn't sound like a huge number, but in the amount of time I was there, that was not good. But
I'm trying to remember the name of this fucking beer. Everyone kept being like, you got to try this beer. It's like from Seattle. And I was like, okay. And it just didn't taste very good. Whatever. I can't remember.
Did you guys ever go to Dick's Burgers yet or no?
no.
Dick's Sporting Goods? What?
No, there's never mind.
Okay. Third attack.
prong of
Third attack.
Halo skit. No. Okay. When do you think, as far as movies and TV go, do you think like addressing the pandemic? Do you think there, like, at some point, I feel like it's weird that certain shows just act like it hasn't happened, but at the same time, it's like, it depends on the tone. Like, you don't want to see that shit in a sitcom, I guess.
Yeah.
When do you think is a good time to address it?
I am down to do it in 10 years. Right now, my policy is ignore that shit. That's my feeling on it. I'm not saying everyone should feel that way, but I am not in any way interested in media. Like that's still happening in our day to day. And to watch a movie where they're dealing with that, nope. That's my policy.
It'll be cool in like 20 years when someone makes like a Oscar bait movie about the pandemic. That'll be fun.
I'm fine with it when it's in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, there's been like some shows like one time I just had the TV on that show like Superstore or whatever was on, and they were just talking about the pandemic. I was like, this is crazy.
That was the whole last season of that show.
Yeah, I was just like, damn, this is wild.
And maybe for that show, it's an appropriate thing to do.
Yeah.
Like maybe it makes sense because like that show, I didn't really watch it, but was kind of about like the retail experience dying.
Yeah.
And maybe that makes sense in that show that like, hey, now it's like changing. Either the retail is really dying or a store like that is going to do even better because people need to find the stuff, So maybe they could get away with it. But like, if you're watching a sci-fi show and now they start talking about that, oh, fuck off. I can't deal with it. I just can't do it. And to me, there were shows and movies or whatever that came out that that referenced 9/11 when that happened.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is like that was definitely still fresh in our minds. But 9/11 wasn't happening in our living room every night. Like we felt pain from it.
Yeah.
But we kind of were looking to media to kind of make sense of our feelings. Whereas COVID is in your fucking house every day. Not maybe literally the virus, but you know what I mean?
It affects everyone.
And it's
every
kind of like
person,
we're already engaging with it all day, every day, and trying to make sense of it all day, every day. I need a fucking break.
Yeah, we need escapes.
Whereas 9/11, it wasn't necessarily in our backyard, and we wanted to hear like other people like talk. Like, hey, I want to hear from other people about this. I feel like it's a total opposite experience. So that's my take on it.
I agree.
Yeah, that's how
good take.
I know
All
Deadpool's gonna have something funny to say about it in his next movie and save it.
I found out a friend of mine liked Free Guy, and that hurt me so much.
You went to Five Guys and ate so much. What did he say?
He said his friend watched Free Guy and enjoyed it.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
it
love
just
when
hurt.
people around, everyone around the studio has to remember the name of that movie, and everyone says like, "New Guy,"
Dude,
New Life. Like,
Derek, like the whole tour kept saying like, "Oh, this theater, all they have is New Guy. Oh, they're playing New Guy," and I'm like, "What? What is New Guy?
New
Like,
Guy.
The New Guy? Wasn't that a show or
Yeah.
something?" And then it was like, "Oh, you meant Free Guy."
Free Guy, Fresh Guy.
Anyway, all right. Thank you
Alright.
for your call. 3 good attacks, but
Yeah,
there will
thanks
not
for
be a
taking
fourth.
it.
Thank you.
My attacks are done. See it.
What?
No, he says attacks are done.
Oh, I thought he said PAX was good.
PAX was good.
Yeah. What are you good for?
Yeah,
more?
I'm having a good
Let's
time.
do at least one more.
Sure.
And see. What about? Let's see. I'm not sure. The other one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Call into our Discord, guys, if you have any questions.
Yeah, go into the waiting room.
Yeah, go into the waiting room, and then we'll pull you on stage for when it's your turn.
The other one.
The other one.
Whoa.
No, there is no other one. You remember that song?
No.
No, there is no other one. I can't have any other one, though I would. Now I never could with one. It's been like 20 years since I heard that.
Yeah.
You weren't a Pinkerton guy?
No, I never had a Weezer phase.
Fuck
Hey, can you hear me?
Fuck you, lucky. I was unfortunately cursed with that. That is one of the few. There are things that I loved early in my life, and even if I don't love them now, I will revisit them and go, "Oh, that was awesome! Oh man." Weezer is one of maybe like 2 or 3 things where I go, "Man, I can't engage with that. I like go away." But those first 2 albums are still pretty good. So, hello, the other one.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, you can. Awesome. Can you see me?
Yes.
but they can't see you.
Oh, you
We
can,
can see
right.
you.
We
But
can see you.
Yeah,
Is that a Junji
Oh,
Ito
perfect,
shirt?
Okay. Yes, it is.
Hell yeah.
Shirt.
awesome.
I got it
Spiral.
in New York like a few years ago before all the stupid shit started. Anyway, I've got an editing question for you because I was thinking about this and I'm quite curious about it. Do you have any particular editing quirks that if someone were to watch a Mega 64 video and say, "Oh, Rocco edited this," or "Sean definitely edited this," because it's such a, there's such a way that it's done, like
Yeah,
that your personality seeps through. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
yeah. That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
Sean never really edited any of the Mega 64 videos, but he did do the podcast every now and then. Still will. And did so many funny things with that. And if you ever saw like funny text on the screen or something like that, that was always him. But with videos, like did me or Derek edit it or, whatever?
You and Derek kind of have a very similar style too, I would say.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. Yeah, it's hard to know. I
Sure.
I know like a big thing with your editing I love whenever you like someone will say something and it'll like go black and white. You're like, and a person will be like, "Oh."
That's yes. Okay, that's a good thing to bring up. If it's over dramatic,
Yeah.
like the stupidest thing made over dramatic, that's me. Where
Yeah. It's like, I love that.
Whatever. Like that's typically me. I like really abrupt cuts. Derek really likes fades.
Yeah.
I'm not a fade person.
Okay.
If you see a fade in a video, Derek edited that part. That's no diss on that or anything, but I just don't do it. I just never think about it. If you ever, I'm trying to think of other differences. If you ever hear the sound effect whoosh, like someone's voice saying whoosh, I don't think there's anyone else here that would ever add that sound to a video. So that's me, and that's all I could think of really.
I noticed that the more ridiculous and out there the video is, it's most likely that you did it.
You'd be surprised. There's stuff that Derek has edited where I hit a wall and then Derek finds a way to like push through it. The fucking ALS challenge or whatever. Derek completely. I was just gonna put that up uncut, and Derek was like, "No, let me mess with it," and he did that. So like that. So maybe sometimes it's that way, but
I would say like that video is very Derek, and then I would say the end of Todd and Aaron, the racism clip.
Yeah.
That I would assume that's you.
That was
you. Like because I could tell when it's like images slowly fading in, and then also getting really dramatic with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like. We both do. We both will do both of these kinds of things. But I've said this a million times before. Derek really excels and I think enjoys doing things that are really story heavy.
Yeah,
version 4 or whatever. He was like, I can't wait to edit that. Whatever. Whereas my favorite thing to do, and I think my strength, is editing stuff out of loose footage that has no story, like asking people to stop being racist, or cosplayers, or Death Stranding video, where there's no story to it, but it's like, all right, I got all this loose footage, let's make a fucking crazy video out of this. That's what I like to do. And so typically I think we stay in those lanes, but then once we each hit walls is where the other will come in. Like Derek will be like, yo, the story is here, but I don't know how to. I feel like this could be crazier.
Yeah. And
I'll come in and fuck with it. And then likewise, I'll have a crazy video and I'll go like, I just don't know how to make it make sense. And he'll come in and like, yo, it makes sense now. So we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, I think, with that stuff. And so that's why we work good together, I think. I don't know if that was too much rambling for one question, but
no, that answered my question perfectly. I'm really happy to hear about that.
Well, thank you. That was a good question. We haven't gotten any stupid questions.
No,
tonight.
This has been great.
Not that anyone out there is stupid or anything, but every now and then you get one that's like, what is your scent? Sorry, no offense to that guy. So that was a better question than that. Anyway, thank you. Yeah. Are you in like Australia or something?
Yes, I am. I
had a feeling.
And all these talks about the tour is fucking killing me because I'd love to see you guys live and I just can't.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Australia.
Australia would be cool.
Yeah.
I would love to do just a short stint in like the UK or something. I said this before, but Canada was like so close to happening with this last tour. There were Canadian dates, and then it was just like, this might be tricky. This might be too tricky to pull off right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, sorry, Canada, but I'm glad we didn't do that. Like there were still questions about the border and the this and then that. And it was like, look, let's just go to Canada later and as its own thing. And I think we will.
Exactly.
So yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is Australia has these fucking spiders.
Me too.
When people tell me about, I saw a spider as big as my dog. I was
and they're like,
cool, I'll never go there.
And then we ask, I almost said Canadians, Australians about it. They're like, yeah, that's just in the bush. And I'm like, I've seen videos where people are like, the spiders in my house.
Yeah, I like that. If I saw that, I would find a way to die on the spot as quick as possible. So what do you think are the odds?
The big spiders?
What's that?
The big spiders can't hurt you. It's the little ones you got to worry about.
I don't.
People say that, but mentally they hurt.
I don't care. If I saw one that big, I would hurt myself. It wouldn't,
And you would never see one if you're sticking to Melbourne and Sydney. There's no chance you're going to see one.
Oh, okay.
But what if I want to go out in the bush?
Yeah, what if we want to go in the bush?
I don't even know what that means, but
I just hear Australians say that a lot.
What if I want to go and walk about?
Go in the bush.
Anyway, yeah. I as long as I'm not going to see those, then I think I'm on board.
I did see some crazy videos of like this dude filming like his front door and a kangaroo just like rolls up.
I saw that.
And it's just like they're fucking jacked. That would scare the shit.
I think I could take it though.
Did you ever see that video where that dude punches the kangaroo because it's choking that dog?
Yeah.
That video is awesome.
And I remember all these people were like in the comments were like, shame on that guy for hitting an animal. I
No,
was like,
fuck.
dude, if it had my dog,
Yeah.
are you kidding? That kangaroo would be off a cliff.
Dude, he squares up. The kangaroo squares up. Like,
Yeah.
they both are like, oh, it's
That
going
was
down.
kind of awesome. Like man versus nature kind of thing, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
What, fight a kangaroo?
yeah.
I've never fought a kangaroo. I wouldn't want to.
How do you think
Those
you would
things
do? Like, given what
destroy
you've
me.
seen of them.
I'm 5'3". Those things
Oh.
could kill me.
Ooh, okay. Well,
They are scary.
yeah. Hopefully it won't come
Yeah.
to that. So best of luck to you on that front.
It's a constant battle out here.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, anyway, yeah, maybe someday we'll go out there. But anyway, thank you for your call.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Peace out.
Peace. Okay, you know what? It's getting a little late. Maybe one more.
You want to do little mischief?
Who's Lil Mischief? Yeah, let's talk to Lil Mischief.
Is this the final call?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe this will be the last discussion here.
Little mischief.
I'm the last call.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know. We might do a finale call. I'm not sure. It depends on how this goes.
Oh, okay. Hopefully it goes well. I didn't know you guys were doing this. I just got home, got a bunch of Wendy's. I was like, I need something to watch while I eat this. See if you guys are on. And
Let's
now
talk
it's
about
here.
Wendy's real quick.
I
They got
love-
that
Yeah.
honey butter chicken biscuit.
Fucking love Wendy's.
Hey, Wendy's is good. Like
Yeah.
it never gets brought up, and we always talk about In and Out, this, that. Wendy's is good. Like they're doing a
great.
public good, and they have the honey butter chicken biscuit. And I'm just gonna say it, it's the same as the one at Whataburger, so there's no need for Whataburger.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, Wendy's nuggets, that's like top tier. Their burgers are the Baconator. Fuck, dude, I want some Wendy's.
I think that pub burger is great.
Oh yeah.
Is legit great. Speaking of nuggets, we just had the completely plant-based Impossible Chicken nuggets from
Yeah.
KFC?
KFC. I thought they
Oh,
were good.
really?
Yeah, they're pretty good. I enjoyed them.
When I put them in the sauce and all that stuff, I can't tell the difference personally.
There's no bone, right?
What?
There's no bone, right?
No, they're nuggets.
Oh, they're the nuggets. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was like the bucket style chicken.
No,
That's cool.
if they did it where it had bones just like a regular fried chicken or whatever, that'd be freaky. Like this
Yeah.
is not a chicken.
That'd be cool.
That was
The
going to be the title. Of
vegan bones.
That was vegan bones. They're made out of potato.
Gross.
Anyway, did you have a comment or a question?
Yeah, I was. This is like kind of out of nowhere, but I was curious what your least favorite piece of software is.
Least favorite piece of software.
Bonsai
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. You know what? My
Clippy.
dad. What?
Clippy. The little
Yeah, fuck Clippy.
Fuck
that
Clippy.
dude sucks. My dad, when we all shared a family computer, my dad kept installing a thing called WeatherBug, and it was to tell the weather, but it kept putting more and more spyware on the computer. It's like, yo, I'll look outside and tell you the weather. Get this shit off the computer.
I once went to my dad's house and I guess he got a virus or something because a naked lady just straight up walked across the screen and started like doing like some shit on his taskbar. I was like, what
That's
the fuck?
great.
And he freaked the fuck out. He's like, fuck.
For me, I want to say the fucking Microsoft Office suite.
Yeah.
That shit is no better than it used to be. And you want something from that? Yeah, you got to pay for it.
I just want to say
We're not doing anything good with this. Fuck it.
thank you, Google,
Yeah.
for making it so I never have to fucking download that shit ever again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Google Docs, Google Excel, or the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, Google. That's the only time I'll thank Google.
Yeah. Microsoft Word, all that stuff sucks. Yeah, that would be my least favorite. And honestly,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones.
I know there's a worse one. I know there's something worse, but that just for some reason I always see that.
Adobe makes me mad, but I use their software every day.
Mhm.
But they piss me off.
Yeah, they'll piss me off, but they're still putting out the tools to make the stuff I want to make.
Yeah.
You know, so and they do update things, but I don't know.
Yeah. Anything that will start up when the computer starts up, fuck off.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like Steam, eat my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate when
that's a
Steam
classic.
opens when I turn my computer on.
I'm also not a big fan of a certain program we're using right now, but I won't go into it. There's a certain one we're using right now that I think has so many fucking things I don't like about it, but it's like everyone's like, no, you have to use it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
On the bottom screen or the top screen?
I don't want the people at home to know.
I mean, I'll know.
But for us, it would definitely be the top right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't hate it.
It to me is so badly designed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we can't do this better? I don't know. But it's like, no, everyone likes this. Okay. I'm not going to say what it is.
But you can use some context clues.
It's a mystery.
I'm still trying to think of other software I hate. There's got to be more.
DVD burning stuff sucked for a long time.
What?
That was a bad one. Like DVD burning software was really bad for a long time.
Yeah.
Nero, I don't know if you ever used that one. Or like converting shit. Like Handbrake never worked for me. Anything like
I use Handbrake a lot.
Cool.
But
yeah.
iTunes. Fuck iTunes. I hate iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes. Yeah, that's a good one. In general, I love the Mac experience. I think the Mac OS, they've made a lot of great changes, and it's an elegant experience.
Yeah.
And then you get to iTunes. Well, technically, it's not iTunes anymore. It's the Apple Music app.
Yeah.
They got rid of iTunes. They broke it up. Okay, so what happened? Oh, now there's 3 apps. There's music, podcast app, TV app. And they all use the iTunes store. Well, so iTunes is still here. No. Yeah, it is. It's a mess. It's just they can't like get out of it. They can't break out of it. And it's always the weak link. It's always the weak link.
I remember the fucking hoops I used to have to jump through whenever I would get like a new iPod.
Yeah.
And it'd be like, this isn't your iPod? I'm like, bro, I got a new one. Like, can we... Well, you have to like unhook the other iPod and like... that will actually wipe this iPod, and it might get rid of your whole library when you plug in the new one. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You still do that. Now, they don't want you syncing your library to more than one thing or whatever.
But I like that I can do like cloud stuff with this and then, turn a new phone on, just hook up to the cloud and download everything.
Yeah, you don't really need to interface with the computer if you don't want to.
Yeah.
And as for backing up the phone, you don't have to do it through iTunes now. Now it's actually in just Explorer on your Mac.
That's cool.
If you wanted to do it locally. But they also have it where you can just back it up to the cloud, obviously. Yeah. And they did a new thing with the latest iOS, I think, where if you're getting a new phone, they'll actually give you... They're like, oh, you bought a new iPhone? We're going to give you one time only all the space you need on iCloud to back that shit up and then download it to your new phone. And again, like normally you have to pay for all that space, but it's like when you buy a phone, now they just give that to you. Like,
that's cool.
All right, for this week, like you take as much space as you need. If you need a fucking terabyte, just do it. So that was kind of cool. There's some, again, they made some good changes, but iTunes is still stuck in this gruesome past.
Cool.
Cool. Is there a program you don't like?
God. Off the top of my head is like Final Cut. That's been giving me hell this week. Honestly, like I like Apple stuff, but at the same time I kind of hate it. That feels just like a very Apple problem where I feel like it's trying to hold my hand every time I'm trying to do something, and it's preventing me from doing the thing that I know how to do.
Yeah. Final Cut is definitely a victim to that.
Mm-hmm. Also, not software related, but you were just talking about like backing up iPods and shit.
Yeah.
I got a new iPhone for I got it on Christmas, right? And I couldn't remember my fucking Apple ID. So I had to go through the recovery process, and I finally got that phone set up 2 days ago.
Oh. Dude.
I don't know. I don't know. I like the phone, but I don't really like Apple. I don't know.
I will say, actually, let's say on the other side, applications I like. that I think are good. I still, even though like Adobe Premiere has issues, I mean, I don't know. I still like it. Like I still like that experience is still better than a lot of them to me. I like that interface. And I will say this. I'm going to go. I know some people are going to fucking kick my butt over this. iMessage.
Yeah.
iMessage is the cornerstone foundation pillar of the Apple experience where every Apple device, I'm sharing conversations. I'm sending media to people. I'm paying people. I pay people through iMessage. I mean, it is everything I want to do when it comes to communicating to people. I could do it all through iMessage. And it blows my fucking mind that people are always, oh, Rocco, gotta go Android, dude. Oh, you can do so much more on Android. I go, do you have something like iMessage? Well, you know, you can do Facebook Messenger.
I'm on
WhatsApp.
I use Google Chat. Like, there's still not an answer for that.
I did hear recently that Apple can there's a new system that Android runs on with texting. It's not SMS anymore.
Right.
And Apple does have the ability to have like every text be blue text, but they choose not to, just to have it be a disconnect between Android and
because
Apple.
That is like their sweetest selling point.
Yeah.
Is like, oh my God, put me on iMessage with everyone I know.
Yeah.
I know people that went over to Android and then went, God damn it, and went back because it was like, I gotta fucking just have iMessage. And it just blows my mind that Android doesn't have a unified thing like that. It's still splintered. That makes no sense to me. And that right there, and for me, it's like the device itself. Look, if there was no ecosystem around it, you know, maybe I'd get an iPhone. Maybe next time I'd get a Samsung.
Yeah,
it wouldn't matter to me because there's cool devices every side of the pond. But the fact that they don't have a unified thing like that is like, what? I couldn't be without that. If they, but yeah, I've heard about what you're talking about, this new message protocol, whatever, and they're like, yo, Apple, move your regular text over to that.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. So yeah, don't get me wrong, they're doing a lot of dumb shit, but man, if Apple came in and was like, all right, we flipped the switch, everyone's a blue text now, there'd be world peace.
That's all I'm saying.
There wouldn't be, you know, the one person in the group like, oh, God, the conversation's green now. And I know so many people that were like, why do you care if it's green? Because none of the media shit that the iPhone users are going to use will work.
Yeah, I can't double tap and be like, I like this.
No, it's gonna be just a bad experience.
But apparently, in that new Android whatever system that they have, you can do the double tap.
I'm sure.
And Apple just goes out of their way to make it so that
Apple's
won't happen.
like, no, we're doing iMessage. Oh, Apple is like that too. The other thing that Apple's like that with is fucking USB-C.
Oh yeah.
Put USB-C on this shit.
Yeah.
No, we have Lightning.
Fuck off.
Yo, Lightning is, I mean, when we shoot videos, I still have to pull footage from the phone using a Lightning cable. And it's like, yeah, okay, come back in 6 hours to get all your 4K video. It's like, oh my God, put USB-C on this like every other device. I mean, every other device. Now in my bag, I have one charger that charges all my shit. I have a USB-C charger that charges my MacBook, my Switch, my GoPro, whatever. And I have to bring a separate thing just for the phone.
Well, they're clearly going to go the route where they're just going to get rid of that port just in general.
And they've been warming everyone up with MagSafe. Like, hey, wireless, hey, magnetic. Which, don't get me wrong, when it comes to charging the phone, I like the magnetic MagSafe. I have that thing that charges both the watch and the phone that I just throw. When we were on tour, it was so nice just throwing it on there and it just sticks to it and it's charging. It's like well done, but like I need that port for stuff. I need to pull footage and do other stuff. The only thing I could think is like if they make AirDrop way more powerful to where 4K videos just go to your computer. But again, like if you're using a PC, how are you getting that footage off? You know, I don't know.
It would just fuck with me, I mean, I have AirPods now, but
Yeah.
what if in the future I don't like the way AirPods sound?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the only way I could listen to audio on my iPhone
Yeah.
is if I had to buy another fucking $200 thing.
Yeah. I've been hearing rumors that there are new AirPod Pros coming like maybe the end of the year.
Ooh.
And that internally what the audio team is doing is trying to get, because right now it's still constrained by basically Bluetooth parameters. So like I have lossless albums on here, but to go to my AirPod Pros, it still has to compress it to like,
Okay.
it sounds good, but it's a compressed AAC file.
Yeah.
And they're trying to push a new format or whatever, a new form of Bluetooth or whatever wireless thing where they can do like lossless audio can go. So if can work and not be compressed. And if they could get that to work, then maybe you'll have a lot more options.
That would be cool.
Where it's like, okay, there's like legit headphones
Yeah.
coming out for it. But as of right now, it's like, come on, guys. Everyone,
you like this
every
spatial
company's got
audio?
some work to do. So anyway,
Hell yeah.
I was hoping he was gonna go cool.
Cool.
Anyway,
yeah. No, that's cool. I don't talk to my friends that have Androids anymore because they're not in the iMessage group. Just going back to your green text thing, that is so true. Like that is really like the big thing that's keeping me on iPhone.
yeah,
And then you were just talking about audio. Have you tried the spatial audio thing?
yeah.
Do you think that's hot or what?
When I was on the plane on tour, it was great because I was listening to like the Avatar soundtrack, and it sounded like there were I forget the actual name for their banshees.
I kind of hate the spatial audio.
Oh yeah,
I like when it's fixed,
yeah.
but the one that's like based on your head movement, that annoys the shit out of me because sometimes I'll just have my head like kind of cocked, and I hate when like one ear is louder than the other.
Yeah,
and it does that, and I'm kind of like, I hate this.
Well, the spatial audio just for regular, like that you could just turn on at any point, is a gimmick. But the albums that are mixed for it, that actually on Apple Music that are like made for it, I think are really cool because they use it where it's like 5.1. You know, it's like, oh, the violins are meant to be over there and this and that. When you do it on just stereo albums, it just fakes it.
Hey, I like the one where it's like fixed regardless of head movement.
Yeah.
I only listen to stuff with that because I think it sounds great.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the based on your head movement.
Yeah, I like it for movies.
Yeah.
Movies, it makes sense because you're locked in, you're watching a thing, and like if he shoots the thing past you, it makes sense that thing would always be back there.
Yeah.
But yeah, albums, not really needed.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
guys.
call. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Okay, cool. All right. That's let's just say goodnight. That was a good call. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thank you.
MLK week will continue. We got some stuff coming after this. Let's just do a goodbye call. Let's say goodbye. I want to like a little wish goodnight.
Sample text 2004?
Sure.
All right.
Sample text.
Hello.
Hey, we're wrapping this up. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn on my camera for this. Let me see.
Cool.
Well, you're good. I mean, they can't see you anyway. Oh, there's your camera. All right. You have a goodbye message?
I got a message, but it's gonna be green. I'm sorry.
It's what?
It's gonna be a green bubble. My message.
Oh.
So.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I want it then.
Am I on the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Thanks.